Oh, okay.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the long-awaited graduation ceremony for Arizona State Trooper Academy Class 540. I'm Major Brant Benham, Chief of Staff of the Highway Patrol Division. It is my honor and privilege to be your Master of Ceremonies today. Let me start by saying that I'm glad to see we have family members in attendance today, even if there are just a few of you. We miss the other family members and friends who are not here with us, celebrating the personal triumphs and collective achievements of the members of Class 540. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect the world we live in, including the way we handle our academy graduations. We are thankful for the technology that permits us to live stream this event to all of you, wherever you may be. We thank you for tuning in and encourage you to cheer as loud as you can, as if you were right here with us in the audience. At this time, I ask you to rise as I present to you Arizona State Trooper Academy Class 540.
Still pretend to sacrifice. We're in our hearts, we're in our minds. We're in our
Please remain standing as the Arizona Department of Public Safety Honor Guard presents our nation's colors and graduating trooper Christopher Mitchell and his wife Rachel sing our national anthem.
Come. Present. On.
Oh, say, can you see
by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order. On. Ready. Face.
Today's invocation will be offered by Living Word Bible Church lead pastor Scott Anderson.
I want to say congratulations to all the men and women that are here today, being part of what I would say one of the most honorable professions in the world today. The Bible says that there's no greater love than to lay down one's life for another. And as you go forth and you serve and protect this amazing state of Arizona, there's great honor in that. There are many voices in our culture today that want to say that what you do and the lies that what you do is not honorable. There's a great example of this in the story of David and Goliath when David showed up and saw this thing coming against Israel. He said, well, he turned into kind of a protect mode. He said, well, we can take down this guy. And right away, the naysayers begin to say, what you're doing is not honorable. You need to go back to your sheep and do this and do that. David did something. He turned away from that voice. And as you enter into this next season, you'll have the voices out there that want to say what you're doing is not honorable. And I think it's important for you to turn and look to the voices, because though the voices out there want to say that there's a majority that might be against you, I believe there's a majority that are for you. There's a majority of us out there that we love what you do. We want to give encouragement. We want to be behind you, be the wind behind your sails and say, great job. But there will be days, thankless days, as you lay down your life for this great state. And Jesus says, you know what, on those thankless days, that when you don't get the thanks that you deserve, that's okay, because God's got a great reward for you. So remind yourself that there's a reward coming as you lay down your life. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you and we praise you for the men and women that are here today who are laying down their lives for us. We ask, Lord, that you guide them, you direct them, that your hand be upon them. Lord, that your favor be on them. Lord, wherever they go, they have the mind of Christ. You let them know what to do before they even know what to do, Lord. What to say, how to say it, when to say nothing at all, Lord. We thank you and praise you that you protect them, Lord, that your hand is on them wherever they go, whatever they're doing, Lord. That some way, somehow, you show your greatness every single day in their lives. And what they give will be given back to them, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. In Jesus' name, everybody said, amen.
Please take your seats. Thank you, Pastor Scott. As we begin today's ceremony, I would like to introduce members of the department's senior executive staff. The Director of the Arizona Department of Public Safety, Colonel Heston Silbert. The Deputy Director of the Arizona Department of Public Safety, Lieutenant Colonel Ken Hunter. Assistant Director of the Highway Patrol Division, Lieutenant Colonel Jenna Mitchell. Assistant Director of the Criminal Investigations Division, Lieutenant Colonel Destin Coleman. Assistant Director of the Agency Support Division, Lieutenant Colonel Danny Lugo. And Assistant Director of the Technical Services Division, Lieutenant Colonel Tim Chung. As you can see in your program, retired Phoenix Police Department Detective Jason Schechterly was on the program today. Unfortunately, shortly before today's ceremony, he was called to tend to a personal situation in his family and will not be joining us today. We send our thoughts and our prayers with him at this time. Colonel Silbert was appointed director of the department in March of this year. Prior to being named the director, he spent the previous 5 years serving as the deputy director. The first 22 years of his law enforcement career was spent in service with the Phoenix Police Department on a journey of many assignments, beginning as a patrol officer in South Phoenix in the South Mountain Precinct, and continuing over the years from patrol officer to detective, sergeant, and lieutenant, before retiring at the end of 2010. He then served with the Mesa Police Department as a commander, assistant chief of police for the Operations Bureau, and then executive officer of the department. Director Silbert holds a bachelor's degree in education and a master's degree in public administration from Arizona State University. He is a graduate of the Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command, the FBI National Academy, and Police Executive Leadership Institute. Please welcome Colonel Silbert.
Good afternoon, everyone. I usually walk up here and I have a folder in my hand. I have a speech that I've written. And the other day I told Colonel Hunter we were coming back from lunch, and I said, I'm not writing a speech for this class. I'm just going to speak to them. And I've got a couple ideas of what I want to talk about, and I want it to flow naturally and communicate with them. And I had a pretty good idea of what I was going to talk about today. And then something happened this morning that changed my topic. And I thought about how applicable it was to a situation that we had on Friday and a situation today. And if we could, before we go any further about our situation on Friday, one of our employees, Mr. Conley in the crime lab, was killed in a tragic traffic collision on Friday. He leaves a wife and 2 young children. So if we could just take one minute and have a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you. What happened this morning, it made me reflect back on Friday when Colonel Hunter and I got to the scene. Deals with being the first point of contact. And I want you to think about what that means, and I want you, as our new state troopers, to understand what it means to be the first point of contact in somebody's life in a moment of crisis. The first point of contact that Friday was Trooper Jeff Hawkins, who came on scene, found a little 7-year-old boy running around the freeway trying to help his dad. How important was the very first person that 7-year-old saw was Trooper Jeff Hawkins. A guy with a big heart, big family of kids. It's not only a state trooper, just a good guy. That's the first person that little boy encountered. And one day, the first person somebody encounters in a crisis, a critical situation, is going to be one of you. So what made me think of this morning? Well, I am a dog guy, and I have had dogs as long as I would be allowed to have a dog. And I used to rescue dogs, and people used to think I was crazy because the dogs I would rescue would be pit bulls that used to get fought in South Phoenix. And so I'd bring them home and nurse them back to health and then try and find a home for them. And it usually worked out. So I like these bully breed dogs, and they tend to not to ever show when they're hurt or any pain or anything like that. So I have 2 American bulldogs. And this dog that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, he weighs about 112 pounds, solid muscle. Well, I noticed he was sick. And I thought he was getting sick, and I thought I'd be able to maybe take him on Friday. But today, he was really sick. To the point I thought he might be dying. So I called my veterinarian's office. I said, hey, I've got this situation. My dog's in bad shape. Do you think you could get him in? Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we're booked up today. There's nothing you can do? I've been going there for years. No, there's nothing we can do for you, sir. Any recommendations? Nope. Send you to an emergency clinic. I'm thinking, the one you're referring me to, I'd had a pretty bad experience at before when my dog was having puppies. I'm stumped. I don't even know where to take my dog, know what to do. And my dog's dying. And as time went on, I called back to talk to a manager. Somebody else called and tried to get through to somebody who would understand what was going on. And they said, hey, sorry about that. Get him in here right now. We'll get him in. So I load him up, and that's a bad situation. He goes into convulsions and things like that. So it's pretty serious. And I take off and I get him to the vet. Take him in, and they couldn't be nicer, kinder people. People behind the counter, or the people who are helping, the medical staff was just wonderful, empathetic. So I sat there in that room waiting. I still, quite frankly, I have no idea if my dog's going to make it. And I'm not trying to tell you a sad story. I'm trying to convey a point here. So as I sat there in that room waiting, I began to think about what I was going to say to you today. And I thought about how important it is to be the first point of contact for someone when they're in a crisis. And that's going to be your job. Now, that first person I called today, they could have handled that situation in a multitude of different ways. Sure, if you hold on one second, I can check for you and let me see what I can do. Oh, wow, you've been a patient here for some time. Hold on one second. You've never made a call like this before. Whatever the case may be. But what did that one person represent about that whole office at that very moment? At that moment, do you think I was thinking that this was about that one person? Or do you think that in my mind I was thinking, I don't even want to go to this veterinarian anymore? Obviously, they don't care about me. They don't care about my dogs. I'm just another dollar sign. Because what? Because one person didn't show empathy, didn't go the extra mile, didn't try to put themselves in the shoes of the person who was calling. The most important attributes that you're going to have to succeed are the ones that have been ingrained into you since the time the academy started. Courage, integrity, honor, work ethic. You know, there's one that sometimes we don't talk about, but it's in the 7 points of the star. It's in what justice stands for. Empathy. I don't know if we hammer that one in quite enough. But empathy is going to be the thing when all those other characteristics are already at hand that's going to make the difference in somebody's life. When you're the first one on that critical scene, when you're the first one in that critical encounter, how do you handle it? You're an Arizona State Trooper after today. Law enforcement officers from around the state in different jurisdictions and places you'll go will look to you. You will be that lonely figure in that Montana Peak Smoky on a dark highway in a desolate location when there's nobody else to turn to. It's going to be you. And some other law enforcement officer is going to come up to you because you wear that uniform and you have that 7-point star on your chest, and they're going to say, what do we do? What are we doing here? And they expect that you got it. Think about people who are the first point of impact that are so important in your life. Now, there's a common theme with a lot of cops. Not all of them, but a lot. Not all of them were the best students in high school. And thank goodness, because we recruit some great cops that weren't the best students in high school. But that has no barometer on intellect. That has no barometer on work ethic. That has no barometer on aptitude for so many other things in life. Because you see, somehow, some way, some social scientist way back in time said that as a little kid, you have to do this, 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 and this in this period of time and in this box. And if you don't, then there's something wrong with you and you're not smart and you're not capable. So we're going to box you like this and off you go over here. Teacher's not going to spend as much time with you. How much impact, as you reflect back on your life, did maybe one teacher, one coach, one boss, one drill instructor have an impact in your life, for better or for worse, on that very first interaction with you? And how many kids' lives are dictated by a third grade teacher who says, you're not very smart, you can't do this, you can't do that. You don't think that impacts a kid for the rest of their life? And I'll tell you why I know this. Because I sat down years ago with one of the best detectives I've ever worked with in my career. Something happened to somebody in my family and I needed them tracked down, prosecuted, and put in a cage. This is the guy I want. And I'm talking to him one day in my office, and I said, hey, I need you to do this, 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 and this on this case, and then take this here and do that there. And he says, boss, and he reaches back and closes the door. He said, we got to talk. And I said, what's going on, man? He said, boss, you're under the impression I'm smarter than I am. I said, what? He said, you're under the impression I'm smarter than I am. I don't think I have the ability to do the things that you think I have the ability to do. And I said, that's completely untrue, my man. I said, I'm going to tell you what I think the deal is, and you tell me how close I am. I said, I'm going to guess 3rd, 4th grade. You're struggling a little bit. Maybe you weren't keeping up with the other kids on a couple of different things. Somebody told you weren't smart. I go, and you know what your problem is? You believed them. You believed them. How much did that first point of contact for that child in 4th grade, 1st grade, whatever the case may be, have it in that child's life? I want you to think about the first point of contact you're going to have with someone, and how much difference it can make in their entire life. Just because somebody said it's supposed to be this way doesn't mean that it is. Just because somebody tells you you don't have the ability to do something doesn't mean you do. There's nothing worse to me than hearing this. I saw a young man one day at a collision scene on US 60, nice kid. He said, I'd like to be a police officer. I really would like to be a state trooper. And I said, well, great, man. What's stopping you? And he was a little bit overweight. He said, well, this. I said, what, your body weight? And he said, yeah. I said, hey, man, you control that. You actually control that. You can do something about that. You're in control of that dream. You're in control of that goal. Don't let anybody else tell you in a single point of contact, sorry, you can't do that. It might take you a little more time. You might have to work a little bit harder. That doesn't mean a thing. I've been around people with amazing God-given talent, whether it be in college football, whether it be in law enforcement, whether it be anywhere in life. And the day adversity hits with those people with only God-given talent, they fold. Adversity, having to overcome something, things not just coming natural to you. That is what builds character. That's what makes a difference. But there will be people in life who will be that single point of contact. It is not a fluke. Your Sergeant Norton, is at the academy and who he is, and he is your first point of contact with DPS supervision. Why? We know what he conveys, we know what he portrays, and we know what he produces. It is critical we have the right person in that position, as well as your your training instructors, to be the right people in the right position and be the first ones you'll contact, have an impression of, and have an impression on you. Now, in a few short months, you're going to go out and you're going to take a 961, and for those of you in the crowd or watching on video, a 961 is a collision without injuries. And you're going to take that collision and you're going to walk up and you're going to see some young man or some young woman, and they're going to be in tears and they're going to be frazzled, and they're going to be beside themselves and not know what to do. And you walk up. And who are you? Who are you to that person? That uniform, that measure of authority that people see, takes them back to their adolescence, to their childhood. They look to you for comfort and guidance and a little bit of everything's going to be okay. That's who you are. That's the power you have. Now, that might be the fourth collision you've taken that day. And for your field training instructor, that might be the 4,000th you've taken in a 3-year period of time. But you know what? It's probably the first one that person's been in, that you're talking to, that's in tears. And that first contact you make, and that first impression that you have on that person will last a lifetime. Now, I go back to what I told you today about the veterinarian. That impression that you will have on that person at that 961 will not only reflect upon you, it will reflect on every person that wears this silver tan uniform, that wears that 7-pointed star, that wears that Montana Peak Smoky. That's who it'll reflect upon. It'll reflect upon all of our professional staff who take so much pride in saying, where do you work? Well, I work at the Department of Public Safety, Arizona State Troopers. Oh, you know what? I just got in a collision the other day, and that trooper was so nice to me. They made me feel okay. They told me it was going to be all right. I know I screwed up. I rear-ended the car, but they let me know that it happens to everybody. Because it does. But that might be the biggest day in their life. It might be the fourth one you take that day. But it's that first point of contact. Now, this theme about first point of contact has so many different variables. Because you may be the first point of contact when you have to save somebody's life in a lethal encounter. And whether or not you have maintained and honed and trained and ensured that you are the very best, most skilled Arizona State Trooper you can possibly be, could dictate whether or not that first point of contact saves somebody's life or not. Whether you've paid attention to your training, paid attention to the academy, and whether you take it upon yourself and you're intrinsically motivated enough to say, I want my first point of contact with somebody, my first single point of contact, I want to leave this impression. And that impression should be courage, honor, integrity, and empathy. And I have faith all of you will represent that for this agency. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Silbert. The staff members entrusted with Class 540 are state troopers, but they are more than that. They are role models, teachers, counselors, mentors, and among the most dedicated, conscientious, and hardworking individuals in the department. The graduates of Class 540 will remember their training staff for the rest of their lives, and they will be forever changed through this relationship. Leading Class 540 every step of the way was Sergeant Ken Norton. A 19-year veteran of law enforcement, Sergeant Norton lateraled to the Arizona Department of Public Safety from the Miami Police Department in May 2004. Sergeant Norton was assigned to the Highway Patrol Division Roosevelt Squad in District 11, where he worked for 9 years with the support of his wonderful wife, Amber. In 2013, he was assigned as a temporary recruit training officer for Class 470 at the Arizona Law Enforcement Academy. Sergeant Norton worked hard in his temporary assignment and was kept on as a staff member for an additional 9 classes. He has graduated over 300 recruits from numerous law enforcement agencies throughout Arizona. In 2017, Sergeant Norton was awarded Trooper of the Year for the Agency Support Division and a Director's Citation for Professional Excellence. He was promoted to Sergeant in October of 2017. Please welcome the Class Sergeant for Class 540, Sergeant Kenneth Norton.
Good afternoon. Before I start, I would like to thank all the staff and members of the Living Word Bible Church for allowing us to use their beautiful facility. I would also like to thank all the department heads who made time out of their busy schedules to be here today. On May 4th, 26 individuals from the Arizona Department of Public Safety began their law enforcement career as members of Class 540. Our task was to provide these recruits with the basic police training necessary to get them prepared for the next phase of training. During the first day of the academy, after the very warm, heartfelt greeting and making each recruit feel welcome as they ran through our parking lot gauntlet of troopers, sergeants, and their staff, I asked them individually, stand up, introduce themselves, and give their reason for seeking a career in law enforcement. Although the reasons varied, they did have 2 common themes. They all wanted to make a difference, and they all wanted to serve others. I expressed to them that we take this training very seriously at the academy, and the road would not be easy. The training is designed to be stressful to ensure that their success in the field. From the first day of the academy, I told these recruits that they would be tested mentally, emotionally, and physically. In addition, I told the recruits they would only get what they earned. This was their reminder to remember who they were and what they were working towards. Because at the State Trooper Academy, we accept only those who are willing to give all they have. The 22 new troopers sitting before you did not quit, and neither did Troopers Dykeman, Bundy, or Ness. To the family and friends of the graduates of Class 540, no matter the stories you heard about us, I want to assure you we are neither heartless nor evil. We truly care for these people entrusted to us. We had our moments over the last couple of months, and each one of these new troopers will surely share their memories of the first day parking lot. The visit to the dog park where blood and sweat was left on the field. The friendships that will never be broken. The puking, the laughing, the never-ending scenarios. But at the end of it all, you have achieved your goal. I want to thank you for your support of these troopers. Without your support, I'm sure their journey would have been much tougher. Class 540. You have learned what it means to be noble, have resilience and hope, and how to develop practical wisdom. You have learned how health and wellness are just as important. You learned that effective citizen contact involves courtesy, professionalism, and respect. You have truly lived up to my expectations and those of the Academy staff. You have earned the right to be here today. You have enlisted into the world's largest fraternity. You are now brothers and sisters in this profession. Regarding your uniform, I ask that you maintain the standard every single day, that by doing so, you will pay honor to those that have gone before you, set the standard for those around you, and lead by example for those who come after you. Remember who you are and what you represent. Be proud, but remain humble. I challenge each member of Class 540 to earn the right to wear the badge every day. I thank each and one of you for your enthusiasm, dedication, and perseverance. We as staff enjoyed every facet of your training. I ask that you adhere to your principles, include your family and friends, and lean on them in difficult times. Have a belief system that works for you. You are the future of law enforcement. I am proud of each one of you, individually and as a class. You had great cohesion and personality, and I will never forget the months I spent with you. Recruit Debelak, please put me on speed dial for all your questions, and there was a million of them. And at this point, you can use gel pens. Recruit Crumweed, stay as far away as Trooper Dykeman as you possibly can, and we all know why. Recruit Padilla, it's finally time to kick Baby Cruz out of the nest. Recruit Mitchell, I hope you never have to pit someone out there on the road. Recruit Martin, you can have some caffeine now to help you stay awake. Recruit Armstrong, I will miss all those essays you wrote me. And to Sergeant Norton's Brick Squad, thank you for keeping it safe. I brought a hair form with me. Thank you for all the great memories. I am honored and proud to be called your class sergeant. Congratulations, you deserve it. At this time, I would like to recognize the recruit training troopers from Class 540. We have worked very closely over the past 29 weeks. I saw firsthand how much they have sacrificed to ensure the success of our class. They have been mentors and role models for the new troopers, and they have helped me ensure that we have provided the best training possible. I could not have done this without them. Would the RTTs from Class 540 please join me on stage? I would like to introduce them to you from left to right. Trooper Stephen Dykeman. Trooper Jason Bundy. Trooper Elliot Ness. Thank you guys so much for everything. On behalf of the class and myself, I would like to thank you for your efforts, assistance, and dedication. I would also like to thank two other individuals that helped me at the Academy every single day, and that would be Captain Borquez and Sergeant Jason Christie. Now I have the honor of introducing the class speaker representing Class 540, Trooper White.
First and foremost, we would like to thank the Living Word Bible Church and Pastor Scott and Jason Anderson and Dr. D for their continued support of our department by providing us with this beautiful venue to hold our graduation ceremony. Second, to each team member of our command staff, thank you for making time in your extremely busy schedules to be with us this afternoon. We would like to thank each of our recruit training staff. However, we have been reminded daily not to thank them. In fact, we should thank the Department of Public Safety instead. Last, an indebtedness of appreciation filled with love to each of our spouses, family members, for their support throughout this journey. Today, we are here celebrating the accomplishments of my sister and brothers in Class 540. A few short months ago, we were standing as individuals in the Academy parking lot, being warmly greeted by our passionate staff. Each of us full of anxiety, unknown expectations, increased heart rates as we began this journey with the goal of being here today. Regardless of the individual driving forces that brought us together, we were now one team. Each individual held accountable by the team's performance at every possible measuring point. The inoculation of stress initiated during every baptism of fire challenged us academically, physically, and emotionally. Academically, we learned that when you're a trooper, calling 911 for an assistance just isn't an option. Physically, you don't lose your mind even during OC. Even though sometimes you might admit you're okay, you still yell for fire. Emotionally, it is actually possible to imagine an entire day has passed in one PC session. Quote, "It's been a long day." The diversity of our class varies in ethnicity, age, religion, and ultimately life experiences. There is 20 years difference between the oldest cadet to the youngest cadet. We have military veterans and those currently serving. Some are single, some are married, some are natives of Arizona. We have white, we have Latino, and we have Samoan. As a unit, each and every one of our diverse backgrounds has been adopted into the Arizona Department of Public Safety family. This new family of law enforcement has a very distinct set of values to be upheld to the highest standard. We embrace the qualities of fairness, equality, and swiftness in protecting the rights of the people we serve. We demonstrate moral and physical courage, vigilance, and diligence in the performance of our duties. We deliver exceptional service through teamwork and cooperation. We strive to earn and keep the confidence of the people we serve through truthfulness, communication, and reliability. We are honest, factual, and accountable while being an example of excellence on and off duty. We are respectful and polite to everyone. We are compassionate and respectful in all that we do. We must maintain our diversity while striving for excellence. We must identify our opportunities while utilizing our strengths. We must be humble yet resilient in the face of this ever-changing world. We must bond closely and remain as one team. We must battle and celebrate together towards one fight. Whether we battle that fight all day or all night, it is our undeniable responsibility to stand tall with pride and professionalism while giving it our all. Class 540 will answer that call. Thank you.
Thank you, Trooper White. I would now like to introduce Captain Jennifer Borquez. Captain Borquez is one of 2 command level officers assigned to the Academy in support of the Academy Commander. Captain Borquez is the executive officer for Class 540, overseeing all aspects of the training for this class, culminating with today's ceremony. Captain Borquez will reveal the awards presented to individual leaders within the class and introduce the class video. And it is likely Captain Borquez's last class before her promotion to Major. Please welcome Captain Jennifer Borquez.
Good afternoon.
Every individual in Class 540 has worked hard to achieve their goal of becoming peace officers. I would, however, like to take the opportunity to recognize a few individuals who have demonstrated exceptional performance within 5 categories during their time at the Academy. The first award is in the area of academics. Throughout the Academy, the recruits experienced over 1,100 hours of training to include 49 tests and an overall comprehensive final exam. The award for the top recruit in the area of academics is presented to the recruit with the highest academic average. With an overall average score of 97.5%, congratulations to Sarah Young. The next award is for firearms. This award is presented to the student with the highest combined score from 2-day and 2-night qualifications. With an overall score of 250 out of a possible 250, congratulations to Timothy de la Viaga. Next is the award for top recruit in the area of physical fitness. This is presented to the recruit with the highest physical fitness scores throughout their entire academy training. With an overall percentage of 88.85%, congratulations to Gregory Contreras. The award for top overall recruit is presented to the recruit who has demonstrated the most versatility in the areas of firearms, physical fitness, and academics. With an overall percentage of 92.51%, congratulations to Timothy de la Viaga. The final category is for exemplary recruit. The recognition is given to an individual chosen by the rest of their class. The class voted by secret ballot for the recruit they believe represents the spirit of the class through leadership, humility, integrity, and determination. The result of their vote remains a secret until this moment. The Exemplary Recruit Award goes to Timothy de la Viaga. Please join me in congratulating all of the award winners as they return to their seats. The recruits in Class 540 have completed some of the most impactful training of their career. Their experiences at the Academy will last a lifetime. They have been pushed mentally, physically, and academically. They have experienced varying levels of adversity and have demonstrated proficiency in areas that will serve them well in their new roles in their respective communities. You have likely seen this transformation into the complex world of policing and public service take place. Many of you have shared in the joys and frustrations and challenges of your loved ones, but you haven't quite experienced the day-to-day academy life. The staff of Class 540 would like to share some of these moments with you in a class video. We hope you enjoy.
We are here to train state troopers. That is our job. We are the best in the state of Arizona for a reason, because we only accept the best. You will live up to the highest standard in your entire life while you are here. If you do not, we will seek you out and we will weed you out. Because that's our job. are still not to look around. If the staff member comes in front of you, do not make eye contact, or look straight ahead and ask them to go ahead in front of you.
Debbie.
Felicidades, Hector, I love you.
Felicidades, Hector. I love you.
Congratulations, we love you.
Congratulations, Hector.
Congratulations, Timothy. We love you and we're so proud of all that you've accomplished. We'll be with you every step of the way.
Cameron, on behalf of the family and I, we would like to congratulate you on completing the academy. Good job, buddy.
Congratulations, Ryan. We are so proud of you.
Not an easy task, but you did it. Congratulations to you and class of 540. Great job.
Congratulations, Devin.
Congratulations, we're really proud of you. Congratulations, Devin, we're proud of you.
We love you.
You did it, Seth. Congratulations. You're a real trooper now. We love you very much and are very proud of you.
Congratulations, Dave. We're so proud of you. We love you.
We love you, Daddy.
We love you. Congratulations, Dallin.
Way to go, Dallin. We're so proud of you, Dallin. Love you, babe.
Hey, Chris, congratulations on your graduation. We're so proud of you, and thanks, kiddo, for another 25 years of sleepless nights.
Trooper Class 540, what a tremendous accomplishment. Congratulations. Congratulations, Trooper White. Love you. Congratulations, Chris.
integrity, your service to people, and your love for the Lord will make you a great trooper. We're so proud of you! I love you!
A number of our graduates are related to current or retired members of the law enforcement community and have elected to have their badge presented by their law enforcement family member. All other badges will be presented by Colonel Silbert. There are 6 of you who have been pre-identified to assist with the badge presentation. At this time, please move to the left side of the stage. Please note, this is not the badge pinning. Family members will assist with pinning the badge later in the ceremony. On day 1 of the Academy staff tells the class that they will not simply be handed a badge. A badge must be earned. Presentation of the badge is one step closer to achieving the ultimate goal, to be an Arizona State Trooper. The department's badge is a continuing legacy that bridges the span of history from this moment back to 1931, when the first 14 officers donned an Arizona Highway Patrol badge. I will now ask Colonel Silbert and the recruit training troopers to conduct the presentation of the trooper badges. As we are celebrating today, we encourage you to make noise as their names are called. Squad 1, please rise. The first badge is presented to Devin Jenkins. Christopher Tapia. Assisting with the badge presentation will be his father, DPS Trooper Marty Tapia. Ryan Diaz. Hector Cruz Alvarado. Clayton Beckman. Gregory Contreras. Squad 2, please rise. The next badge is presented to Dallin Smith. Timothy De La Vega. Seth Crumweed. Alexander Leao Pepe. Christopher Cope. Carl Bowers. Squad 3, please rise. The next badge is presented to Robert Benham. Assisting with the badge presentation will be his father, DPS Major Brant Benham. Christopher Mitchell. Michael Scariglia. Sarah Young. Assisting with the badge presentation will be her mother, DPS Trooper Rachel De La Torre. Guillermo Martin Avachuco. Squad 4, please rise. The next badge is presented to Clay Childress. Assisting with the badge presentation will be his cousin, Glendale Police Department Officer Glenn Dorr. Christopher White. Assisting with the badge presentation will be his wife, Arizona Game and Fish Wildlife Manager, Jennifer White. Cameron Debelak. Assisting with the badge presentation will be his uncle, retired DPS Trooper Dusty Baker. Ramses Calvillo Padilla. Joshua Armstrong. Thank you, Colonel. The one remaining badge on the badge display is fitted with a shroud in remembrance of the 30 department troopers who have fallen in the line of duty. There is a long-standing tradition in the police community involving the pinning of the badge. The pinning of the badge nearly completes the transition from citizen to state trooper. The new trooper has selected someone of significance to pin their badge on their uniform for the very first time. Someone who has been with them through the ups and downs of life, and someone who will be there now and throughout their challenging career. The badge pinning process will be completed by squad designation. If you are pinning the badge on for your loved one, hopefully the appropriate squad number has been communicated to you. There will be a time and opportunity to take additional photos after the ceremony. Squad 1, please rise. Post. At this time, I would like to invite the selected family member to come to the front of the stage to join your loved one. Squad 1, post. Squad 2, please rise. Post. At this time, I would like to invite the selected family member to come to the front of the stage to join your loved one. Squad 2, post. Squad 3, please rise. Post. At this time, I would like to invite the selected family member of Squad 3 to come to the front of the stage to join your loved one. Squad 3, post. Squad 4, please rise. Post. At this time, I would like to invite the selected family member of Squad 4 to the front of the stage to join your loved one. Squad 4, post.
The final step in the journey from citizen to trooper is the administration of the oath of office. Colonel Silver, please come to the center of the stage. The certifying body for the Peace Officer Authority in the state of Arizona, the Arizona Peace Officer Standards and Training Board, has provided the oath of office, which Colonel Silbert now holds. Colonel Silbert, at your pleasure, please administer the oath of office to Class 540.
Thank you. The oath of office represents a trust between society and the peace officer. The oath of office for peace officers is the binding representation of this trust, a trust that is a dedication to our policing profession, our fellow police officers, your agency, and more importantly, the citizens you serve. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Devin Jenkins. I, Christopher Tapia. I, Ryan Diaz. I, Hector Cruz Alvarado. I, Clayton Beckman. I, Gregory Contreras. I, Down Smith. I, Timothy De La Veaga. I, Seth Crowley. I, Alexander Leo Pippin. I, Christopher Coe. I, Carl Bowers. I, Robert Bennett. I, Christopher Mitchell. I, Marcus Scariglia. I, Sarah Young. I, Guillermo Navichuco. I, Blake Childers. I, Christopher White. I, Cameron Della. I, Ramses Camilo Padilla. I, Joshua Armstrong.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona.
And the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And defend them against enemies, foreign and domestic.
And defend them against enemies, foreign and domestic.
And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of peace officer.
And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of a peace officer.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Please remain seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Arizona's newest state troopers. I would like to thank Living Word Bible Church pastors, Scott and Jason Anderson, as well as Dr. Dion Arsenault, who have graciously worked with us to make sure everything came together so perfectly during the days of planning and practice leading up to today's ceremony. To all those at the Department of Public Safety who labor behind the scenes, hiring, training, or otherwise have in any way had a part in bringing us to where we are today, we applaud you. To the parents, wives, and significant others, we thank you for the support you've given in getting your state trooper to this point. Today is an achievement and a milestone. But I assure you today's celebration is only a momentary pause in the journey. Your trooper will need your understanding, support, and love in the days, months, and years to come. In what is often a difficult and demanding career. To the state troopers of Class 540, you have left the safe confines of the academy walls where you received instruction, where you were given the tools and taught how to use them. The quest continues as you go forward, continually learning and growing as the knowledge and tools you now have will blend with experience, leaving you with discernment and wisdom to perform your new duties. The effect you will have on the lives of others will truly be immeasurable. Your reach will be exponential. It is not possible to know when just being there or something you do will be an answer to someone's earnest prayer. And so I implore you, as you leave here today, continuing your journey, no matter what your mission or task, that you always humanize the badge that you have just earned. Please rise for the retrieval of colors by the Arizona Department of Public Safety Honor Guard.
Stand by! Trooper! Honor Guard! And all uniform personnel! Out and up! Honor Guard! Forward! Look! On! Face! 3, 6, up! Order! Up! Up! Face! Prepare to retreat! Retreat! Go! Ready, face! Forward! Look!
This brings us to the concluding portion of today's ceremony. Sergeant Norton, please come forward to retire the guidon and dismiss your class for the final time.